Colleagues, good morning. It's still morning, and again, Happy New Year. I hope it's a great year for you guys. We've got Julian and Edwill waiting for us. There they are.
Hallo manne,
Um,
en dames.
right, we've got about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes for this session. Just to give an idea, ahead of Montpellier Round 3 Emirate EPCR Challenge Cup. The guys travel this afternoon. What time, Jules? This evening? 6.
4 uur op die lughawe, 7 uur vlieg.
There we go. 7 uur vlieg, and then they'll arrive in Montpellier with your preparations. I see a hand up already. Brendan, now you'll kick us off. And let's just try and keep it as quick as you can, guys. One question with a follow-up if necessary, but let's try and end it at 12 o'clock. Brendan, you're up.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Morning, Julian. Happy New Year to all you guys.
Ja, dankie, saak vir.
Just wanted to check the situation with Henko and with Richard Krill. I see his name's on the list of players not being just it seemed like Henko was on his way back and now he's still out. So just the information there about what's going on with those injuries.
Yeah, we actually have quite a few guys ready for almost between now and next week. But yeah, obviously in some cases we decided to rather keep them here to do a little bit of rehab and recovery to be ready for Dragons and Bulls, which is two important home games for us.
Okay, so it's not long-term and not a reoccurrence, it's just you guys are managing them, in other words.
Yeah, sure. No, there's no reoccurring injuries now.
Okay.
So most of the guys will be ready for those two games.
Thanks.
Thank you, Brendan. Can we raise hands, guys, for next questions, please? Anime?
Thank you, everyone. Hallo julle.
Hallo, Annemie.
Goeie nuwe jaar. I also just following up on what Brendan said, I also don't see Krappie's name on the list.
Yeah, so I think his is there's different. Yes, I could as well. There's different negotiations with all the guys that played Springboks. So some guys started earlier with us and then got weekends rested. So it's just a managing process of the guys that were involved with the Springboks at the time. Also, no injury with them.
Okay, thank you.
See you.
Thanks, Anime. We'll go Nicholas and then Percy.
Hi guys, Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, just to look at France at Montpellier, they're obviously leading the pool. What are you guys expecting from that encounter at their home?
Okay. Yeah, so obviously we've done our analysis, and they're quite a physical team, big forwards, and they're a team who love attacking, so we expect a running game from them, but they're also quite well balanced with their kicking game as well. So well-rounded team, very well coached, so it'll be a good challenge for us. And for us as a team, it's getting back to a winning way, so that will be the focus for this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nicholas. Percy.
Hi, good colleagues. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Thank you so much, Neniso. Alles mooi van die collega's. Neniso, can I go ahead with Afrikaans, or should you you want me to start at the end with Afrikaans?
Yeah, let's finish up with let's finish up with Afrikaans, Percy.
So, thank you so much, Neniso. Julian en ek wil julle altyd maar vra. Julian, begin met jou. 'n Vakansie, 'n breek liewers, het sy positiewe kant en sy negatiewe kant. Dit kan momentum breek op die oomblik. Is glo julle is nog in 'n goeie shape nog met die seisoen wat nou in die nuwe jaar hervat. En dan vir jou wat ek wil vra is van die speler se kant af, gewoonlik ons gewone mense, nie julle as professionele spelers nie, maar ons eet tonge, ons eet al hierdie fancy goed oor die Kersfees, en as maar baie gemaklik. Is julle vol selfvertroue dat julle weer kan optel waar julle afgelos het in die ou jaar?
Onthou Percy wel, daar's 'n verskil tussen wat 'n stit mag eet en wat 'n vleuel kan eet. Die vleuels kan maar eet hulle kan nooit uitsaak, maar die proppies moet pas op. Percy, op jou vraag met die vakansie, ek dink vir ons as Suid-Afrikaners, ons het nogal so 'n groot of 'n belangrike ding rondom Kersfees en Nuwejaarsin. Ons in die bil het natuurlik daai 2 of week en 'n half afgehad oor daai belangrike feestyd. So vir ons ek dink dit het ons squad goed gedoen. Ek dink dit was lekker vir die ouens om oor daai spesiale tyd by die huis te kon wees of saam te kon weggaan. En ja, die energie is great om ons by mekaar terugkom. Natuurlik het jy dan nie daai wedstryd skerpheid wat Montpellier het na 2 games in 'n ry gespeel, maar die energie wat in die groep is en die spesiaaltyd ons soms families kon spandeer, dink ek het ook 'n voordeel. Nou kan hy maar chat oor die tong en
Ja, en kyk mense moet maar versigtig wees wat jy eet. Maar ja, vir my persoonlik was dit lekker geweest, soos Jules gesê het. Ons is bevoorreg om hierdie tyd saam met familie te kon spandeer. So mense kom terug lekker gerecharge, reg om te oefen met die regte mindset. So ja, die manne lyk goed na die vakansie of die klein breek en ons sien uit vir die naweek.
Thanks,
Eddie kan
Percy.
maar die malva pudding ook.
We'll go Ati. Ati, you next?
Thanks, Priscilla. Can you guys hear me? That's it.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you,
okay.
mate. Go for it.
Coach Jules, Happy New Year, guys. Coach, just looking at in terms of the break that you guys had, you came in quite early to prepare for this game. What were some of the areas you needed to work on? You know, looking back at the last away games you played, then against Munster, you know, there were those lapses of concentration, decision making. Have you sort of been able to go through those processes again to ensure again that you just get rid of them because they've sort of been your Achilles heel, especially in that game against Munster?
Yeah, it's a great question, Ati. Thank you for that. So I think for us, it was almost just getting back to Lions way, almost just getting back to our identity, how we want to play, how we want to be seen as. So that when we got back on Thursday, just after New Year's, it was just focusing on us. We didn't even look at Montpellier. It was just focusing on where we are, what we're doing, how we can improve. And obviously the last 2 days of prep was more Montpellier focused. But for us, like Eddie mentioned earlier, it's just like getting back to always setting up ourselves for good performance and getting back into the flow of things and doing what we want to do. Just getting back to our identity. So that's basically what we prayed for.
I mean, the next phase of your season right now, you guys played a lot of away games, had good results against the Dragons and Zebre. Obviously, there's this, the Challenge Cup, which is quite key, you know, these last 2 games. But then this next phase right now, how do you sort of go about approaching it to ensure that, you know, the good start or the foundation that you laid doesn't go to waste?
Yeah, you're 100% right. Eddie will finish my answer if I don't answer well enough. But for us, obviously, we had a good start with the 2 home games, then 2 away wins, which is great. And then we had Leinster, Munster, Stormers away, which are 3 tough games if you just look at the URC. And then if you look EPCR, we had Pau here and Ospreys away. So the away games, we basically won 2 out of the 5, which we obviously can't be happy with. And we feel if a team beats you and you didn't have a chance, you're almost like, okay. But yes, we felt if we did just did a couple of things better, we could have had a good chance, especially like you said, Munster game. So for us, yeah, focus now going into this, it is a bit staggered. So we've got now Montpellier, then we come back, then we got Dragons home, then we got Bulls home. So that's a block of 3 games. And then there's another week off or 2 weeks off. And then we go into another block with just SA games. So there's a lot of good games for us to look forward to. Fortunately, we had a couple of away games, and now it's looking at the home games, which obviously we are excited for, playing at Emirates Airline Park.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Ati. Let's go with Carl and then followed by Liam or Morgan. Liam, I don't see your hand in, but Carl, go for it.
Julian, thanks a lot. If you lose, you're definitely not going to lose, but the Stormers already said.
Thank you for speaking
The
loud.
Stormers already said if they lose this weekend, they're going to shift their attention to the URC and just participate in the Investec Champions Cup. Would you guys follow the same attitude, or do you think it's still all out the weekend thereafter, especially because the Vodacom Bulls are waiting for you the weekend thereafter?
Yeah, this is still the thing for us to juggle, because you got the EPCR at the same time almost, and then it's a lot of travel in between. But yeah, for us to say we're gonna neglect the EPCR, that won't be an accurate statement. We'll definitely throw punches wherever we can, and we believe we have a squad. So if we rotate, we still expect great performances by whoever's on the field. Our training today, even like the two groups training against each other, really competitive. So for us, yeah, we'll keep fighting for every single game, and it's like almost every game sets you up for momentum for the next game. So sometimes you're going to play an EPCR game, like you said, and that goes into the Bulls game, or the Dragons game will go into the Bulls game. So you need to play well to give yourself momentum and confidence to go into the URC games as well.
I just hope that throwing of the punches is at the bottom of the rucks and not leaving it to Edwill.
We'll keep it like that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Cole. Liam, go for it. Liam? Okay, we'll skip Liam for now. Morgan?
Sammy,
Yes,
how's
go
it,
for it.
Edwill? How's it,
Morgan.
Julian? Compliments of the season to you guys.
Same to you.
Montpellier has always been a team with a very strong, historically a strong South African connection. Jake White, coach there, Robert Ewerson, Jan Serfontein. Is it tougher playing against a team like this? If you look at their current squad, they've got 3 Springboks in Kobus Reinach, Nicholas, Jans van Rensburg, Jan Serfontein, and Madosh Tambwe, who was potentially a Springbok as well. Does it make it tougher when you play a team like this?
Yeah, obviously they're a well-balanced team, just those guys you mentioned, but they have other international players as well. So they have quality players, so it'll be a really good challenge for us. And I think with international players, they know how to play sort of in the right areas and game management and that type of thing. If you look at Stuart Hogg, who's been playing flyer for them, so it'll be a very good challenge, but we're excited. Obviously, we're a South African team as well, and we pride ourselves on physicality. So yeah, we won't just go there to match whatever they bring. We wanna dominate in every facet of the game.
Thanks, chaps. All the best.
Thanks, Morgs. Liam, do you want to have another stab? Yeah, we'll come back for Liam. Sorry guys, the existing hands there, I'm getting a bit confused. Brendan, do you still have a question?
Yeah, if I can, thanks.
Yeah, go for it.
It's fine. Julian, maybe just for you guys, in those games against Ospreys, Munster and Leinster, was there, did you feel at times maybe you guys were maybe, I won't say the word seduced by the conditions in the fact that you have to play more tactically rather than the Lions way? You mentioned now getting back and wanting to go back to the Lions way. You're obviously going to go play in the cold now up north, and it's going to be very difficult conditions. So just on that one. And then the second one, just on Sam, he's obviously going to have quite a baptism of fire there as well. There's quite a big task. Just how's he settling in and the backing? Edwill, maybe you can answer that from the senior players in the team.
Yeah, no, obviously, whenever anyone gets opportunity, they go with both hands. Sammy's been training quite well, and there's a few other guys in the team really putting up their hands. And then obviously the players around them, it's our responsibility to make them feel as comfortable as possible and, kind of give them confidence to just play their game because the coaches pick them for a reason. And if they get picked, they have a job to do. So yeah, full confidence in Sammy and everyone else getting opportunity to play. Obviously, as Coach Jules said, we're getting back to the Lions way of playing rugby. And, Sammy's the guy that the coaches back this weekend to do the job for us.
Julian, you just on the tactics.
Yeah, I think it's a goeie vraag, Brendan. So for us, the balancing, like you said, is Lions way works really well if it's dry, if it's like a warm conditions, and we can let the ball fly. But if we are playing in the wet, we don't want to become conservative, and sometimes we feel we do become conservative. And then for us to still play dynamic, obviously you got to change a couple of strategic plans, but still to be dynamic, still to play, to enjoy it, still to attack, and the guys to express themselves. We want guys like Edwill and the outside backs to get the ball in their hands. And if we play conservative, they never see the ball, and he gets frustrated. And if we don't play to our strength. So for us, even if it's wet, we saw against Paul when we were playing here, the ball was also wet this way. We were off with the weather and lightning, but we still played. And if we played, it gives us energy. So it is a little bit different. You have to be a little bit smarter, like Edwill also mentioned. Smart teams play in the right areas. And then for us to find a balance from when we're going to be dynamic and attack and when we're going to just kick for space. And of course, there's different spaces to attack, and sometimes it is with the foot, sometimes it is with the ball in hand, and for us to find that balance, but still play lines well, I think that's the important thing for us.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, Brendan.
Ja, maar jy vra moeilike vrae vir Stutte.
Yeah, no, it's tough questions. Colleagues, we need to let these guys go and pack. Can we take 3 more guys then we can close it? It's either Anime, Percy, or Carl. I don't know if Carl, if your hand is still existing, but let's take 3 more before we release them.
Kan ek ook nog 'n kans vra vir ons?
Okay, Percy.
Thank you so much, sir. Edwill, miskien 'n selfsugtige vraag aan jou byvoorbeeld. In sport weet mense wat môre inhou nie. Wat is jou nuwejaarsvoornemens vir 2025? Want ek weet 2024 was 'n bietjie van 'n groot breek vir jou. Nie 'n breek wat jy sou wou gehad het nie, maar was 'n groot breek geweest weens beserings. Wat is jou voornemens vir 2025 op die rugbyveld?
Op die rugbyveld wil ek weer terugkom in die Bokgroep. Ek sal baie graag nog meer games vir die Bokke wil speel. En dis dan my fokus lê en ek weet al hoe ek dit gaan regkry is om konstant goed te speel vir die Leeu's, om 'n goeie span te wees. So ja, dis maar my nuwejaarsvoornemens, ja.
I like that. Goed. Sam, is jy ook? Is jy nog daar, Sam?
Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry, guys. One more question from Liam. He just texted it to me. He just wanted to find out, in the 2 competitions, is the travel getting easier?
Jo. Nog nie, to be honest. And it's not to say we feel sorry for ourselves or whatever, but this time we're still traveling via Istanbul, going to, then we'd fly into Marseille, and it's bus from Marseille. I think that's also 3 hours. So I think total traveling time from arriving to airport to arriving in Montpellier, I think it's 23 hours. So, we're not complaining at all. So, Liam, don't see this as complaining. That's just factual. But it's not flying in direct and arriving there, flying the night and being there the morning. That's not how it typically works. I know there is chats on happening with my players and stuff, but at the moment, that's still the situation.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Jules. Colleagues, thank you very much for your time. Edwill, Jules, travel safe and all the best for the weekend.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.